It's the middle half of this hour we start to taper off those really heavy conditions. But let's run through the accidents. We still have this one on the 202 Santan Freeway at Cooper. They're coming inbound in toward the South Chandler area. And then westbound on the 60 at Mesa Drive, they're still working a crash there. Up here on the 101, there are two accidents. One westbound right now at 7th Street. That is tying things up this morning. There's quite a bit of a backup approaching that. Now that's outbound for this time of the morning. Inbound are the eastbound lanes. And they're a little slow because everyone's looking over to see what's going on. Speaking of the westbound lanes, though, just past that crash, right before you hit the 17, there's another accident at about 19th Avenue. We'll head down to the 10. We still haven't quite seen the relief yet on this one. It is moving, and there are no accidents. So that's a little bit of good news for you if you're getting a bit of a late start out of West Phoenix. But there at 43rd Avenue, we still have a steady flow of heavy traffic.
Not too bad, though.
For a Monday.
At 8?
Yeah, exactly. It's getting better. In the next half hour, it'll be all good.
Ron's in the newsroom taking a look at some other news breaking as we speak. Hello, Ron.
All right, you guys, the North Korean government seized an American citizen. The TV screen on your wrist and speak into it, and that's happening. So now this next phase of sci-fi, supposedly they're working on it. We'll see what happens.
Lab Building 8. I love the name of it, too.
I know.
It's kind of mysterious.
Oh, yeah. Want to walk around, look inside?
Yeah. Thank you, Ron.
Sure.
Facebook conversation. I posted this. Peggy Whitson, she's a female astronaut. She has now broken the record for most time in space by any American, 534 days. So think about that.
Cool,
what is that, like a year and a half almost?
Yeah.
Something like that, close to it. And so she is floating around and having fun. And the point that I made here, I've been very fortunate working here that I've traveled back to Kennedy Space Center twice with the station, or maybe it was 3 times. I think it was 3 times. And then I went once on my own. And I was able to talk all those times with these astronauts. And back in the Mercury days and stuff, they were kind of like test pilots. I mean, very accomplished men. But they were young guys who were kind of like cowboys.
Yeah.
Like, strap me on top of that rocket, I'll do it. What the heck?
No fear.
But now, when you talk to these astronauts, they've got like multiple PhDs.
Very intelligent
Oh
people.
my gosh, they are just crazy intelligent and accomplished. So congratulations to her.
Yeah, people chimed in this morning. Jacqueline says, I remember when I was in school, we would always watch the takeoffs. Wow.
Think about that.
Yeah.
Gusty day across much of our state.
Yeah, the state is under a red flag warning. After the break, we're going to tell you which counties are affected and how long these windy conditions will last.
Also, a fast-moving fire forces evacuations in the southern part of Arizona, with the very latest on the sawmill fire. And we're going to talk about these winds that crews are dealing with today. Stay with us.
Prison Break, Tuesday at 8 on Fox 10.
It's AutoNation's big hit. Meep, meep. Prices have been shattered. Right now, drive home.
There's that whole
7 or 8
Arizona area.
And these go until about 7 p.m. And you can see the current wind speeds right now across the state. And boy, down here, they're really starting to pick up down in the southern half of the state. So, and it's likely to get
goes on.
Exactly.
You bet. So Tiffany Davila with the Department of Forestry and Fire Management joining us on the phone to talk about this sawmill fire. Tiffany, am I wrong in thinking that this is kind of early for us to start having these fires?
It is early, actually, and good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
So we had our media briefing about 2 weeks ago, and the state forester addressed at that time that the southeastern portion of the state would likely be more active this year. And that's because of all of the moisture that we received in the winter. All of that moisture was great. We needed it. But now it's creating an influx of grasses. And now what is going to happen? It's going to heat up, and those grasses are going to dry out, and it's going to start to create hazardous fuels. And that's exactly what we're seeing down south today.
Do we know what caused this fire yet, or is it still too early to tell?
It is still too early to tell. It is under investigation. We are at about 4,500 acres right now. It is 10 miles southeast of Green Valley, and it has moved into the Coronado National Forest. And we do have about 200 fire personnel on scene. And as of yesterday, we had 11 aircraft with helping us with air support.
And Tiffany, you said it's 12 miles away from Green Valley. Is it near any big neighborhoods or places like that?
Fortunately, it's just out in dry brush at this point. Pima County did have an evacuation yesterday.
Yeah.
A little friendly competition going on. Mesa Police versus Mesa Fire, and they're all doing it.
They're surfing.
On a wave, right?
Surfing safari. Hey,
yep.
Cory.
Yeah, Mesa Police and Fire, you're right, Andrea. And look, this is what's going to be happening on Saturday. You know, mostly desert folks here. You know, we didn't grow up near the shore, so to speak. But that doesn't stop a guy like Eloy. Look at him. He's already been soaked, and he's going to be out there in just a moment. This is all the brainchild of the City Council of Mesa. Ryan Winkle is with us this morning. And who do you represent, by the way, in Mesa?
Mesa District 3. It's West Mesa.
Oh, District 3.
Yes.
It's a troublesome district.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I meant to say. And this is, I'm sorry, first name again is Robert. And how much time have you logged as a surfer?
Oh, as a surfer, probably a couple decades now.
Oh, really? This is good.
Yes.
How much time on the flowrida?
Probably a couple hours.
Very good. Well, we've got lots more representatives from the city of Mesa here, and this is all now Tempe not invited, but that's what they can set up their own deal.
Hey,
you're spearheading this operation, right?
Our event. This is our event.
Yeah. You're going to own this, I assume. This is the. By the way, are we looking at the trophy here? Champion. This is what's going to be given away on Saturday?
Yes, we take it every year. We're expecting to take this again. Bring it, Tempe.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. Well, what's the competition like? Give me an idea of what the how Saturday's going to run. It'll be here at the Rhodes Aquatic Center, right?
That's correct. So it's a Desert Wave Invitational. This year, it's our 5th year that we're doing this, and it's 11 o'clock Rhodes Aquatic Complex, 11 to 2. Basically, from 12 to 1 is the competition. These guys are going to surf against the Tempe Medical, Police, and Fire. And essentially, we have free burgers by Boulders on Southern.
Oh, nice.
The fire department's going to grill them up. The fire department grill is. And essentially, everything's free, family friendly. Oh. It's going to be a good time.
That is going to be great. So come on down. What time should families arrive?
11 o'clock.
Very good. All right. Now, Eloy, what's your role with the city of Tempe? What do you do?
City of Mesa.
City of Mesa. I'm sorry. Yeah. I know that was an insult. I was just testing it.
I'm a police liaison for the Mesa Police Department.
Okay. Very good. Well, let's see your skills. Now, we have to get this. Yeah, there we go. Now, have you tried this yourself, Ryan?
Yes, I did, actually. I tried it yesterday just coming from a meeting, so I was wearing my suit and everything when I did it.
Wow, look at Eloy go.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Oh, I like the looks of that. Now, Robert, well, why don't you just jump out there now that Eloy has embarrassed himself? Yeah, oh, you're going to go with the boogie board. All right, that sounds fine to me. Well, remember, it's all happening Saturday. Free burgers, free fun, and you can watch the throwdown. Look at this. Now, Troy and Andrea, this is just a desert rat turned loose on the flowrida. Oh, hey, now he's showing off. Yeah.
I want to try that.
Have you never done it?
No, I've never done it.
Even my 6-year-old's done this. You have to get up.
Like lives the life. I'm working for a living.
Yeah, he's got his mom working for him right now. Wow, look at that guy. He's good.
That's impressive.
Benefits the 100 Club,
Show off.
which we love.
What a show off.
We'll see you again in a few.
All right.
Now we got to.
What's this?
Is he going to pass? Oh, did you see that? That was impressive. That's good.
That's very impressive.
You could totally do that. You need to get out there and do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lexi says she wants to learn how to surf this year. Maybe that's a good place to start.
I think so.
More than 600 Target stores getting a makeover.
Yeah, and this one's sure to be an eye catcher for gaming fans.
The U.S. sends Defense Secretary James Mattis to Afghanistan. We'll tell you more.